What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to try a very spicy, very high damage glassy team. Now this team is the top performing team on Pvpoke.com, and I was very hesitant to try this out because, as you guys can see, it's just all glass cannon Pokemon. Chestnut, Frostlass, and Galvantula there. So I decided to try it out, and my goodness, it is absolutely deadly if you love teams that manage energy well. That's what's very important. This is not about maintaining switch advantage or anything like that. It's all an energy and shield management team. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, getting into this first battle here. We have Chestnut on the lead versus Skarmory. Terrible matchup. We're going to go ahead and go into Galvantula. Now, Galvantula on safe swap is absolutely deadly, especially when they don't have a hard counter. If it's a neutral matchup, we can easily win this right here. So we're going to go ahead and go for lunge. It's going to do neutral damage and lowers the attack of our opponent, which is very, very important. Now, they're going to go ahead and throw their charge move right here. I'm obviously going to go ahead and shield. And then we're going to look to get off another lunge right here. We're going to go ahead and throw one more Volt Switch and now throw the lunge right here. This is definitely going to threaten the health and shields here of Snorlax. And we don't see them shield, which is perfect. That means we can farm down. And now we have switched this matchup around. If Skarmory comes back in, my goodness, they are weak to Galvantula in the back. Skarmory comes back in. We're going to go ahead and go for Discharge. Why not? It's going to near one-shot this Skarmory because of that flying typing. And they decide to shield, which is perfectly fine by me. They're going to go ahead and farm down. Now, we can come in with Frostlass right here. We'll have to see what they decide to do, but a lot of Skarmorys, right, loading up this much energy, are most likely going to throw a Brave Bird and bail, so I'm going to shield. Thank goodness I shielded. It was actually a Flash Cannon, and we are going to see a Shadow Hypno now come in. We're going to go ahead and overload a bit on energy, throw this Shadow Ball right here, which is going to one-shot the Hypno, which is beautiful. So we're going to boom, one-shots it, and then the Skarmory is going to come back in. We're going to be able to get to an Avalanche, and this is going to take out Skarmory. And just like that, this Glass Cannon team did incredibly well right here against a lead loss. So good game to my opponent, but Galvantula safe swap is very, very tough to deal with. All right, moving into this next battle, we have Chestnut on the lead versus Scrafty. Haven't seen a Scrafty in a while, but this is definitely a very nice matchup for us because of Superpower, everyone. Superpower is going to be doing super effective damage, and they swap into a Talonflame, and I'm like, my goodness. Talonflame actually wrecks this team. So we're going to throw the Superpower, swap into Galvantula, because Volt Switches are the only way I'm going to be able to take down this Talonflame. Now, it is going to be a race between Volt Switch and Incinerate right here. Let's see what's going to win. We're just going to keep throwing the fast attacks. We survive. They throw another charge move, so I'm going to go ahead and shield right here again. I have lots of loaded energy. We got the Volt Switch through, so it takes it down. Now, Scrafty's going to come back in, and we have Lunge right here, which is going to be drastically lowering the attack of our opponent. Might be getting shields as well, so we are going to see Scrafty come back in. We're just going to go ahead and go for double Lunge. Again, it's going to do neutral damage, that fighting dark typing. We get a shield. We're going to be able to get to another one right here, so we're going to throw another Lunge. This might get a second shield from them, which is definitely ideal considering we have a Frostlass in the back. They decide not to shield, but now we can come in with Chestnut right here and load up. Remember, Chestnut is a fighting typing as well, so it's going to be resisting those foul plays. Now, they brought in an Emolga, so a super spicy team right here. We throw the Superpower and swap straight into Frostlass, looking to farm down. Hopefully, we can get to this Avalanche in time, which we do. This is going to be forcing that final shield from our opponent, which means they're going to have to throw all of their energy in order to take out our Frostlass. So they're going to go ahead and load up to double charge moves right here, which is fine by me. Discharge is going to do a lot of neutral damage in this matchup, but that's okay. Chestnut can come in and farm this thing down, so they're going to go ahead and throw their next charge move. Again, I'm perfectly fine with this. Either way, whether they threw it or not, we win this game. We're going to come in with Chestnut, farm down. Scrafty's foul play will not one-shot us. They have to go for power-up punches, which is not going to be enough damage in order to take us out, and we will be able to get to a Superpower in time to win this matchup, which does do super effective damage because of the dark typing there on Scrafty. So good game to my opponent. A very, very intense battle there in the mid game against that Talonflame, but it just goes to show that Galvantula can put in a lot of work. All right, moving into this next battle. we have Chestnut on the lead versus Scrafty. Again, I'm like, all right, where are all these Scrafties coming from? I haven't seen them on lead all of Go Battle League, and now they're here on the lead when I'm using this team. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. It's going to be a power-up punch. Again, that's fine. We can let it go. We're going to go for the double superpower here. Obviously, it's going to be doing massive damage, so we have to respect that. And again, what we're going to do is once we start getting these shields, we're going to go straight into the Galvantula because it does so well with shield advantage in a lot of neutral matchups. So we're going to go ahead and throw this superpower right here. We get both shields. We swap straight into Galvantula on the charge move. So this is going to be resisted as well because of our bug typing right here, and we're going to be able to load up on energy. Now they're staying in, which is fine by me. I'm going to be able to get to this lunge in time for neutral damage. Could have thrown the discharge there to probably take it out, but lunge should be enough. Barely not enough, but we will be able to fast move down, and now they bring in a Lantern right here. So they are obviously extremely weak to Galvantula, which tells me there might be an Azumarill maybe in the back. If this is their hardest counter to a Galvantula, is going to be a Lantern right here, so things are looking very, very good. We're obviously going to shield right here. Seeing that they decided to bring in Lantern, that means Galvantula is going to do incredibly well. So we're going to go ahead and just load up on energy, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the lunge right here. Lunge or discharge, they're both the same energy, so it ultimately doesn't matter, and this lunge is going to be taking out the Lantern anyways. Now they're going to go ahead and bring in Scrafty. They decide to throw a charge move, which I know it's going to be power up punch, so we can survive right here, and then we can fast move down. Actually, I decided to swap to Chestnut, and the final Pokemon is actually going to be Skarmory, so we don't get to the superpower in time. But hopefully Galvantula can get to a discharge. We still have Frostlass as well with a shield. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Galvantula right here. Go for the discharge. This is going to do a lot of super effective damage. They're going to be able to farm us down, but we have a shield and we have Frostlass as well. So that is going to be a good game. Very well played. There's nothing they can do. All right. Moving into this, I believe it is the final battle right here. We have Chestnut on the lead versus Abomasnow. Terrible lead matchup. We're going to go ahead and swap out right away into Galvantula, get ahead on energy, and they bring in a Sableye. This is one of those mid-game fights where you guys can flip it if you land the discharge. So we're going to go ahead and throw the discharge right away. And they decide not to shield. That's perfectly fine by me. I will gracefully give up shield advantage and take this mid-game switch advantage while loaded on energy, because Abomasnow, if they have maybe a Azumarill in the back or something like that, a water is what I'm reading with Abomasnow and Sableye, Galvantula right here is going to be putting in so much work. So we'll probably see Abomasnow come back in, which is where lunge just does so well, because it's going to be doing super effective damage while lowering the attack as well, which means we're going to be able to get another one off. So we do get a shield right there, which is perfect. We're going to hopefully get to another one in time, which we do. This is going to be getting the second shield or near one-shotting the Shadow Abomasnow right here. And we do get the shield, which is perfect. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Frostlass right here. And they're going to switch to Azumarill. And now we have Energy Ball with Chestnut, which is perfectly fine. This is not going to KO an Azumarill, even though it does do super effective damage. Azumarill is extremely bulky, which means we can farm it down, and we should, I think, believe winning the CMP tie here. So we're going to go ahead and shield the charge move, because I think we win the CMP tie when it comes to Chestnut versus Abomasnow, and Superpower will one-shot. Plus, I don't think Weather Ball will one-shot as well, so we would survive if they didn't have the energy as well. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Superpower. That's going to one-shot the Abomasnow, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. Like I said, this team does incredibly well with shield and energy gameplay, right? You don't always want to have switch. Oh, we do have one more battle. Perfect. It's going to have Chestnut versus Umbreon on the lead. So a positive matchup here for us. We'll have to see what they decide to do. Obviously, we want to keep Frostlass away from this thing. We're just going to load up on energy, and they decide to come in with Cresselia. So we're going to go ahead and go for an Energy Ball right here to do some nice neutral damage, and then we're going to come in with Galvantula and load up. What's great about Galvantula right here, it's going to be doing super effective to both Cresselia and Umbreon, which means we might draw out that third Pokemon if they decide to let this Cresselia go down. We do get a shield, which is fine by me. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. The lunge debuffed the attack there of Cresselia, and they decided to go for Grass Knot, which is going to be resisted, so it does nothing. We're going to go ahead and load up and go for another lunge right here. We need to get this Cresselia out of there. I don't want them to get a Moonblast off maybe, or even a Future Sight. Just want to get it out of there. Want to maintain shield advantage and switch advantage. So we will see Umbreon now come back in. So hopefully I can get to a lunge here in time. No, I cannot. I'm going to go ahead and let this go through. I think I might be able to hang on, but it was actually a last resort, so that does KO us. Now, we can bring in Chestnut right here, still looking very, very good for us, but they have a Tropius in the back, which is fine. Frostlass right here, doing double super effective because of that flying grass typing right here, so we can safely shield this Leaf Blade. It is going to be doing a lot of neutral damage, but Avalanche as well is going to do so much. So we're going to go ahead and overload on energy, throw the Avalanche right here. If they decide to shield, we should be able to get to another Avalanche in time. If they decide to let it go, we'll have an Avalanche almost ready for the Umbreon in the back, which is still going to do a lot of neutral damage, which is why Frostlass is so deadly. If you invested in a Frostlass for the Retro Cup last week, it still does well in Open Great League, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully get to another one. No, we don't. They're going to go ahead and throw the Foul Play right here, which is going to be doing super effective damage, but not enough to take us out. I think they undercharged that right there, from what I could tell. Which means this Avalanche here is going to force that final shield. We can easily swap now into Chestnut and get to the superpower in time and one-shot the Umbreon, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. So again, managing the energy, managing the shields, maintaining advantages where we can is very crucial with this team. Able to go 5-0 as well, which was a lot of fun running this team for the first time. And then that is going to be a good game, climbed up to 29.91. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Just a spicy little video with a team that did incredibly well when I first used it. So I hope you guys enjoyed these battles. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.